Morning, everybody. I want to talk to you today about what is your why. Your why is basically the reason why you do anything. What is your motivation? Is pretty much what your why is. It's very important to have a why. I feel like because that's going to push you through the hard times if you're trying to accomplish something, especially if it's something that you've never done before, something that you're trying to change or a major life change that you're trying to make. You have to keep your why in the forefront of your brain because that's what's going to push you through the hard times. Everything in life, there's going to be good and there's going to be bad times. To get through the hard times or the bad times, you have to have your why at the forefront of your brain. So, a really good way to come up with your why, and this is from the book Intentional Living by John Maxwell. He says, if you don't know what your why is, or you're having a really tough time finding a why that's powerful enough to keep pushing you through, the three criteria that you want to look at is, first of all, he says, what do you cry about? What do you sing about? And what do you dream about? Are the three questions you should ask yourself when you're trying to figure out what your why is. For some people, your why is easy. For me, my why was always, spending more time with my daughter and my family, my wife, as opposed to, being a slave to my job and making that the central point of my life and where I spent most of my time. My why was always, I wanted to be able to live life on my terms and be able to spend time with my family, as much time as I wanted with my family, without having somebody else be able to determine what or dictate what my schedule was. So for me, my why was pretty easy. For a lot of people, it's hard to come up with a why. It's hard to figure out why you are motivated to make a change, outside of just simple, superficial things. You have to have something much deeper than that that's driving you and pushing you through the tough times. So always think about what makes you, what do you cry about? What do you sing about? And what do you dream about? So crying basically means what can you think about in your life that, you think about it and it makes you cry because it makes you sad that it's not happening. And then what do you sing about is what makes you so happy that it makes you sing. And then what do you dream about is what is your ultimate dream in life. I find so often people, they have a job and they've convinced themselves that they're happy at their job or they're satisfied at their job. And they've given up on their dream that they had when they were younger. Everybody has a dream. Not everybody fulfills that dream. Oftentimes, you can talk yourself into saying that you're happy or that you're satisfied with something, when in actuality, it's not even close to what you envisioned your life being when you were younger. Think back 10 years ago. Are you today where you wanted to be 10 years ago? Think back to when you were in high school. Is your life today what you dreamed about your life being? For most people, it's not. Some people have far exceeded their expectations, but most people just have not even come close to what their dreams were. They've settled and they've given themselves a story that they were happy. So, you got to have your why when you're really going after something. When you're really trying to pursue something greater than yourself, something big, you have to have a why to push you through the hard times because inevitably everything worth doing is hard. Everything worth doing is uphill. So you have to have your why that's going to push you through those hard times. So take this information, really ponder it, think about it. If you don't know what your why is, really think about those three questions. What do you cry about? What do you sing about? And what do you dream about? And then really come up with a really strong, powerful why to push you through any circumstance or any change or any hard times through that change that you have. Anyway, guys, that's the message for today, and I will see everybody in the morning.